Tell me why you and your colleagues decided to send that letter. As I noted, no one can suggest that's not aggressive. This was teed up by Elon Musk, of all people. I assume you haven't heard back yet, but tell me more about the choice.
Well, I certainly don't want to take credit for it. I know my colleagues on the Oversight Committee were leading on that particular letter, but we've issued over 100 investigations on the administration. And, you know, we were talking a little bit right before we started here. You know, I think part of why, for example, I went to the floor yesterday and read the tweets into the congressional record wasn't just because it was delicious tea to spill on the House floor, which it was, but also because it's very incriminating, right? Both of them are going back and forth, accusing each other on public media of what may be crimes as far as we know. And so I thought it was important to put that in the record. And I know, you know, many of my colleagues have been opening many different investigations on Elon Musk. And I think one of the things that's really important in this moment, and I know we're going to get into this, is like, just because Elon Musk tweeted against a bill we think is going to be devastating for the American people, and he was right about that, doesn't make him a good person. It doesn't make him...
Or that he's rooting for Democrats.
Right, exactly. Or that he didn't break the law and he didn't shatter lives and allow children to starve. Like, this dude is not okay, and we're going to hold him accountable.
Yeah, that's an interesting, because nobody really knows where Elon Musk is at this point. Politically, who knows? He's not with Trump, doesn't mean he's not aligned with a lot of the things. You had quite a moment last night in a fight with Scott Jennings about this, where you made clear you don't think Democrats should take money from Elon Musk. Even if he, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, you can explain yourself, even if he kind of comes out tomorrow and says, you know, I made a lot of mistakes, I'm a different person, I'm a Democrat now.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have this moment where we're thinking, like, you know, we want to reach other voters and we want to reach people, especially as Trump is hurting so many people across the political spectrum. Elon Musk has hurt millions of people just in the first short 5 months of this administration. I mean, in the 9th District in Illinois, we have had veterans that are worried about their access to health care at the VA. We have educators that are terrified about their visa status, that are terrified about their funding. Northwestern has lost $700 million of funding because of the Trump administration and Elon Musk encouraging it. And the idea, even the mention that he could be welcomed like back into the fold as if he was ever in there, as if he didn't exploit the labor of his own workers, as if he wasn't a union buster, is laughable. This guy isn't our friend. He's now not Trump's friend, at least for the time being. I wouldn't be surprised if he finds a way back in there. But he needs to be held accountable. And I'm glad that we have people in Congress that want to do that.
As one of my girlfriends said back home, I texted them to get their hot take. One of my best,
always where the best hot takes
you got it right. One of my best girlfriends said, we need to cancel his ass. So I think, you know, that's where the American people are right now.
There are T-shirts maybe being made up somewhere that maybe say that. Maybe they're for your campaign.
There you go.
So tell me, I mean, part of the reason I wanted to talk to both of you, I mean, one, you're both really interesting players in the Democratic Party, but also that you're both not afraid to be aggressive. A lot of people say they don't see that. I think we see that in a lot of places. You spend a lot of time at Media Matters, which is very aggressive in a lot of ways. Are there things that you would like to see Democrats in Washington doing right now, present company excluded, that they're not doing around, whether it's around Elon Musk or the bill or whatever it may be?
Yeah, I mean, what the Congresswoman is right next to me did is amazing. We need to be standing up. This idea that we don't want to alienate people, or we need to be worried about other Democrats' job security, or that we're from this same playbook that's existed since before Trump. That playbook is gone, and we need to acknowledge that, and that's part of the reason that we're here in the first place. And authoritarianism, every authoritarian movement, has thrived when the opposition stands back. I mean, anyone that has taken a middle school history class knows appeasement doesn't work. And my background is fighting the far right. My background is knowing who these people are, what they can do, what they want to do, and how to beat them. And I think we need more people that are literate in our leadership of what this current moment needs, of technology, of the current authoritarian movement that is in America right now, and not just hoping that the status quo stays the same, because we need a vision beyond that, too.
One of the areas I think where Musk has done the most damage, and Trump too, I mean, you spent a lot of time, we've talked about Doge before. I mean, there was a ruling today in the Supreme Court allowing these Doge boys unfettered access to Social Security data. How do you keep the drumbeat and the focus on that without Musk in government anymore and with this feud?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think the hacking and stealing of data is one of the things that is very uniting across ideological spectrums. I mean, I did 19 town halls across New Mexico, and it is the #1 thing that people are most freaked out about.
Their data.
Their personal data was stolen. And especially over the last couple of weeks since we saw they put in the reconciliation bill this language that would basically strip state and local authority to be able to enforce AI and data privacy laws for the next 10 years. And we're hearing reports that Trump is contracting with Palantir, which is, you know, Peter Thiel's AI company, to build this database. They want to use it for surveillance and enforcement of DHS. People are really freaked out about the data stuff right now. And, you know, I just even preparing tonight, I mean, I'm shocked. I really can't believe the Supreme Court allowed that case to basically sit until something else happens.
Yeah.